embroidering too. And recently I started to learn about watercolor painting. It's nice. And that's it.
Interesting, interesting. Thank you so much. Patricia, let me know more about you. Tell me.
Okay. Hi, good morning. My name is Patrícia. I'm 44 years old. I'm living in Macaé, Rio de Janeiro. I'm married. I'm 12 years old son. I'm love play volley and read the book a lot. And actually, I'm a software engineer student. And what else? I study AWS a lot too.
Very good, very good. Thank you and welcome. Luana, please let me know. You are muted.
Sorry. Hello, everyone. I am Luana. I am 41 years old. I live in Lisbon. I have been a lawyer for 10 years. I have a daughter. She's 17, almost 18. Thanks God, because she can decide her own life. I like my profession, but I am so stressed because of I solve problems of people all the time. It's my 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 job. But I like to study English. I like exercise, uh, eat health food, and I'm trying to set my life to do more things that may make me give me happiness. Just no, just no, because I'm working all the time, almost 7 days a week.
Yeah,
That's
important.
that's all.
Important to have this balance. Important.
Yeah,
Thank
now
you.
I will go to the gym. I'm trying to go to the gym anyway, but
Okay.
here
It's
is
rain.
1
It,
p.m. Rainy
it's
more
raining.
than 1 month. It's raining more than 1 month.
Sad.
Terrible.
Sad.
Very.
Juliano, please let me know more about you.
Hey, my name is Juliano. I am 21 years old. I am science and technology student, and my hobbies are reading. I really like to read mangas and manhwas and watch anime series. I really like to work out in the gym too. I try to go 5 days a week when I can, but this week is very hard to me because I have test in the college, so I'm not going to the gym because I need to study. But I try to go 5 days a week when it's a normal week, without tests, without nothing.
Okay, okay. So Saturday, maybe.
Yes, Saturday, let's go.
Guys, my name is Epaminonda Sa. I'm host here on TNT for a long time. I don't remember when I started here. Um, 30 years old. I work as a personal training and I'm nutritionist as well. So I really like to ride a bike, go to the park, camping. So I'm missing too much to camping. Maybe this year I go, this month I go. Um, Swim, eating a lot. So yeah, eating paçoca, açaí, pão de queijo, my favorite foods, I think, barbecue. And yeah, that's me. So a lot of people here work remotely or maybe part remotely and people don't work remotely, but no, the culture about this and this new, how can I say that? Oh, the world is changing and a lot of people are working remotely. So let's talk about this today. And the number one is, how has remotely work changed the way people interact with colleagues and friends? It changed or not? Let me know, what do you think about? Iago, I'll start from you. Let me know, what do you think about the number two?
Okay. I think that I work totally remote since 2022, I think. Um, with the pandemic, we have like almost 2 years, but 2021 I was working on site. But for me, I think that the interaction changed a lot, I think. I think that we intend to be more clear in our communication, because at least that's my point of view. When you work remotely, you don't have to assume that the other person is always available to respond you to give a response to you. When is in an office and then you go to see the other person and then you ask something, that's not happen when you work remotely. So I think that the thing that changes a lot is how we communicate to people. I believe that we need to be really direct. Hello, good morning. How are you doing? I have this, and that. Say everything in one message, because it's easier, it's faster when the other person sees. They will give you a response already. And I think that, I don't know, at least for me, I would say that I have colleagues that I like it a lot, but I don't think that it's necessarily possible to develop a close friendship. I don't know. I had this colleague in my previous job because I'm changing jobs. I am starting a new one tomorrow, actually. So I have this colleague that I like her very much. We used to gossip a lot about the company. But I don't know, sometimes I think that it's a little bit hard to trust on people that you can, oh, did you see this? Because we need to assume everyone likes a little office gossip. But work remotely, I don't know. I think that it's a little bit hard to understand that, oh, I think that with this person I can say some things, and with some others I can't. If you see this person, if you see the person in person, actually, I think that it's more easier to understand who we can trust more easy, to say some things. But I think that it might be harder to make real friends at work when you work remotely. It works. I think that the relationships works anyway, but I think that it might be harder to make friends.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Two things about this. I don't gossip with my customers, just talk about work, about job. Never gossip. It's so good. It's so good to do this. As like you, I just work remotely for a long time, and sometimes it makes me angry when the person just send the message, "Good morning," and waiting for, no, please don't do that. Um, Patricia, let me know, what do you think about number two?
Okay, I don't remote work at the moment, but I study a lot remote at the moment, and people's say good morning, changing varying informations with you. Uh, I don't. mm, uh, I don't know, prejudicial. Bad. I don't say bad. Remote work. Uh, I say positive. I think positive form no work.
Good, good. It's interesting because normally we study more. I don't know you all, but talking about me, I study more online than in person. You know, to go to the
Yes.
class, to study,
Um,
it's totally different.
um, tem 12 peoples uh, studying with me, and I was on. It's very interesting because change very informations. Uh, there are much collaborations and colleagues um, so
Thank you so much. Um, Luana, I know you work remotely, so let me know what do you think about the number two? And maybe you are working right now remotely as well. So I will, Juliano, please.
Okay, uh, about this question, I think working remote, remote work, I think it's hard to build strong bonds between people, you know, because I used to work remote and I had the feeling like I never know about the people from the company, because there are a lot of people that I don't know working, because when I went to the office, just used to there were I don't know, few people there, so I never know all the people that used to work that company, so I had this feeling, and not good, but we have the good side and the bad side, I think the bad side about remote work, that's it, because you usually don't have this contact, strong contact, you just send a message, and sometimes you need to write very, very, very well to don't happen misunderstand, things like that usually happen a lot when you're talking about something in, online. Yes, I think that's it.
Yeah, for sure. It's interesting because if you send a message, the other person, on the other hand, don't know I don't know, but your feelings about the message. Sometimes the feeling about the person who are reading the message, I don't know, but if the person is angry, maybe we'll have some problems with the message, with the same message. So when we work in person, so eye to eye and things like that, I think it's better for this kind of thing and less misunderstanding and things like that, for sure. It's a little bit colder, I think, remotely. Oh, yeah. Luana, let me know what the number two.
Yes, work remotely or from home change a lot the way we interact with ourselves. I have a few friends here, but they are lawyers also, and we are almost all the time talking about work and about some foolish things from internet. We used to send foolish reels to each other just to have fun. But I think uh, I don't know. You mean remote work or home work? The same?
And the same,
The
the
same?
same. If you
Yes,
don't
but
have some business in your house, like a bakery in your house,
For me, changed because when I work in Brazil, when I was working in Brazil, I had an office that I went to the office every day, and I have another friend that shared the office with me. And I went to the office, work, and the problems I left I left the problems at the office. But now my office main I work mainly at home. My living room I changed it as an office, and I have an office that when I have to attend clients in person, like today, I have just one, I have to go. But normally I work at home and I feel very stressful. And when I go out, I have contact with another people in person, I feel that different. I feel less stress because I think it's not normal to be alone all the time and just talk in the phone, send message. It's not good. Sometimes I like, but I think it's not health. It's not very health. And sometimes when I go to bed, I remember I don't send the email, I don't make power of attorney, and that's very stressful. I work like 12, 14 days, hours a day normally.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. You said about some disadvantages about the remote work. So the number three, it's interesting. Some talk a little bit about this. What are some main advantages you perceive when working remotely? And if you have some bad things, feel free to say as well. Iago, I'll start from you, please.
I I think the best thing is to being able. I really don't know. I like to stay home, so for me it's good, you know. We have a lot of animals here, so I don't know if one of them is sick, it's better for me to pay attention, you know. Um, but I think that for me the advantage is to have some kind of I don't know. I think that for me I have a better work-life balance. I struggle a little bit with being stressed without knowing why, as Luana said, but I think that now I realize that for me sometimes when I am feeling stressed is that it's because I am for too long in my house and I need to see people. In the last month, I was thinking like, oh, I think that I need to make like a group activity or something. Not something really special, but just something to go outside, you know. And then last 2 weeks ago, I went with my sister-in-law to play queimada in a field here. You know, it was really fun. Because I was feeling really stressed because I stay at home a lot. I go out every day. I go to the gym, but I don't talk to people at the gym. You know, I go, I train, then I come back home, and that's it. But I really like working at home. I think that it's easier for me. I never struggle with, I don't know, because I know that remote work it's good for people. It's better for people who lives, for example, in big cities. But I never struggle with that, you know, being in the traffic. I always lived in small towns. And I think that that's something that it's really good for people who lives in bigger cities. But I never struggled with it when I needed to work on in person. It was always like 10 minutes away from my house, you know, that I can walk. And but yeah, I like staying at home. Sometimes it's stressful. Now I know that, but I like work remotely. And for me, it's better because I have more opportunities. If I didn't get the opportunity to work remotely, I will probably still being a teacher, with which it would be I would be unhappy to do it. And now I can work on other things. Mm, and I think that's better. And I think that's better for companies too, because when you have a remote team, you have people from different places, different point of views. I think that's important. And yeah, I think that's it.
Pretty good, pretty good. Thank you so much. And I'm feeling like you said, so I have to, I don't know, but to do something in group because I'm feeling a little bit stressed to be here in my house working every single day. I'm feeling exactly like you said. Um, Patricia, let me know what do you think about.
Okay, sorry. Um, less stress, the more time with my family, play games with my son, help you with the activities of the school. Um, mm, um, how do we say? Brincar com meus pets equal play with my pets? Yes? Okay, right. Play with my pets. A lot of many pets. I have a dog, for cats, two turtles, and a lot of fishes. And I run with my dog every day. And homework is better with me because this.
Pretty good, pretty good. Thank you. Juliano, let me know what you think.
First of all, I think the most benefits is save time, because you don't need to get out of your house to take bus, so you don't need wake up more early to do it. So you save a lot of time. When you finish your work, you literally finish your work, You just need turn off your computer. And that's it. But when you are working in the office, you need, take the bus or drive in your car, until your house. So take a long time, you know. Maybe you spend, I don't know, 10 hours, 11 hours trying, do things to work, So it's not good. But when you work remote, that's very interesting, Because I think the first, like I said, it is for saves time, so you can enjoy more your time, spend more time with your family or, if your friends. And the other, I think, is you can rest more, because you will have more time, so you have more time to rest. You can sleep better. If you, I don't know, begin to work 8 a.m., you can wake up 7:30 a.m., things like that. If you was to work in the office, you probably need to work to wake up, I don't know, 6 a.m., Look at this difference. It's very big.
Yeah, I agree to you, but the hardest part is to finish the job and close the laptop, work remotely, because I don't know, but I think it's harder. I don't know if in this part it's easier to work in the office, for example, because there's the time to finish the job. So I don't know, but 6 p.m. finish. But at house, or it's hard. It's hard sometimes, and 7, 8 p.m. working, 9 p.m. working. So it's hard. It's hard, but for sure, it's better to be at house than taking a bus 2 hours, 3 hours inside of bus. So it hard, hard. Um, Luana, let me know about the number three advantage about remote work.
Advantage, I think for me is uh, eat. I can eat the correct hour in the correct hour, and I can eat health. To be honest, I like to work at home, but I need at least once a week or twice a week to have contact in person with people. I can tell more about uh, the bad aspects, but I think it's mainly for people that work by ourselves, like me, because I have no control. For example, I have to do this list day, this day today, and if I didn't finish, if I don't finish till 6 p.m., 7 p.m., I will keep work till midnight, for example, and another day I will be very tired like today. I can't wake up when the alarm clock ring. That's it. My day, it's a messy today because I have to go to the gym now. I have to go to the office and I have to go to the public service at 7 p.m. It's crazy.
I have exactly the same problem, but because of myself, I think I am the problem to manage my time and
Problems today.
procrastination. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Today is
Uh,
I'm so sorry I'm here, but I am answer two phones. I am print some documents, but I'm here. I'm trying.
it's hard. I totally understand you. It's hard. Guys, let me
Ah,
see.
my gosh.
Let me see other question here for us. Number five. I'll skip the number four, okay? Number five. Uh, do you think remote work will continue to grow or it's just temporary trend? And why? What do you think? Julian, what do you think? Remote work will continue to grow or not?
I think so, because the technology are always growing, and I think it will have a more job that have a connection with technology, and a lot of this job need people to work, and a lot of people don't need to go to the office more, because can stay at your house just, you know, using their computers. So don't need more. A lot of jobs, For example, you can see a lot of people that used to work using a computer in the office now working at your house. So, you know, maybe if this increasing a little, it's because it's impossible build a strong bond, like I said before. But if we just look at the technology, I think the future is just remote work. If you just look for the technology. But if we look at, strong bonds or something like that, yeah, I think maybe can decrease. But if you just look at technology, it's more interesting work just remote.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that every single day we have more opportunity to study remotely, work remotely, and to build a career using social media and things like that. So, for example, some months ago, I bought a course that how to float online course, how to swim, online course teaching how to swim. So crazy, crazy, but it's interesting. So every single day we have more topics to learn online and things like that. So I agree with you. Totally agree. But Patricia, do you agree? Let me know what you think about.
So, I think remote work continue to grow because many technology companies work remotely, and this growing more and more every day. So I think continue it because this.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think we have technology companies and as well have some careers growing online. For example, I work as a
Yes,
personal trainer and nutritionist, and normally I have the most part of my customers online. I have
yes.
customers here in Portugal, so it's it's interesting to think about this. So yeah. Um, Iago, let me know your point of view about.
I really hope that remote work continue to grow because we see these companies trying, no, they all bring people back to the office without any motive, they say that, oh, we need to strong our culture, but I don't think that it's there, that is this. I think that it's everything based on micromanaging. I think that people need to know how to measure in remote work, to not being necessary to go back to an office because, I think that everyone now works in a computer, don't matter your profession. Maybe, I don't know, maybe teacher for children and teenagers at schools, that need to be in person. But I think that every other career is possible to develop on remote jobs. And I really hope that in Brazil this continue because otherwise we need to look for other opportunities in other countries, and that's a good thing. Also, that's a possibility with remote work, to work abroad without leaving your city, your house. You don't need to necessarily move to another country. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope that continues to grow.
Thank you so much. Luana, please, about the number 5.
For sure, it will grow more and more. For companies, mainly because it's cheaper for the company to have staffs work at home, don't need to rent big places to have desks and office. And the people that are self-employed, because more and more day, almost every career can work from home, can work by online, even a swim course, for example. My profession nowadays is mostly by online in, I think, almost every area. There is no chance to decrease. I think there is no chance. It will grow and grow and make us like animals in jail. That's it.
Good point. Good point for the next question. And yeah, I'll start from you the next question. Do you think work from home makes people feel more isolated? Why or why not?
I think that it depends. I think that people who are more introverts, they will be more and more introverts, you know. But of course, it's easier to stay at home. Our body, our brain always works to be comfortable. So it's easier, but I think that it depends on the person and it depends how we acknowledge the issues that we might develop being at home too much, you know, because even though you see your family, your husband, your wife, you have children at your house, I think that it's a different relationship when you go outside to see other people, to see your friends, to make a group activity, you know. I think that that's different. But I think that depends on the person. I think that we need to be aware of the problem because there are some problems staying at home too much, you know. As I said, I sometimes feel really stressed without no reason. It's not work related, it's not any problem in my house. I just feel this, my mind really busy sometimes, you know, and now I acknowledge that, oh, that I need to see more people.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree. Um, Patricia, and you, what do you think about?
I think equal, I think about equal, Iago. I say depends because peoples are different. And for me, staying in home is wonderful. Uh, so other people's it's bad because are raining, are crying, sorry, and staying feel isolated and but uh, remote work and all people's it's more comfortable and mm, mm, it's very around if
Thank you. Thank you so much. Luana, let me know what you think about.
Sorry, number 6.
Number 6, yeah. Feel more isolated or not?
Mhm. Ah, yes, for sure. For sure, because I think when you do something, um, if you if you have friends, you feel you like to talk and to stay with friends or with colleagues, work colleagues. But if you don't do this, we don't feel vontade, willing, don't feel willing to do this. I think it's life is if you do things you feel willing to do, and if you don't do, you start to be isolated person. You know, sometimes I have to push for myself to, for example, I I talk with a friend to go have dinner, and I think, oh my gosh, I will be happy if she cancel the dinner. Or I prefer to go at home, watch movie, or I don't know, read something. That's it. Each day we are more isolated persons. And now I will think about to start to play here. They called paddle. It's like a tennis, but it's not tennis. The space is small. To have friends, to have a conversation, to have interaction with another persons. But I'm think, I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting what you said because uh, I think that remote work don't makes people feel alone and things like that, isolated. But it becoming easier because, as you said, if you go to the office, if you go to the class, I don't know, it's mandatory to interact with the other people. It's necessary, part of the the topic. But when you work at house by yourself or not, I think it's easier because you are at house, at home. You don't have other people around you. So just you and your comfort. Normally, you have more comfortable. So, and I think it's normal. If you don't do constantly, as you said, oh, I will play some sports in group to interact with other people. I will do something to interact with the other people. It's you feel alone, maybe, because the normal sense is to continue at house, doing your things, it's comfortable, and don't go out to talk to other people. You have to do this constantly. But when you work in person, it's mandatory, it's part of the process. So I think you have to be conscient about this because it's so real, this kind of thing. It's easier to fail in this trap. Um, Julian, what do you think about?
About this question, I agree with you, because I think it depends on the person. Because I don't know, if someone works remote work and, for example, don't live alone, so have other people in your house and, can see other people, maybe this person will not feel, isolate. But if this person live, totally alone, so don't get out of your house to, uh, go to the office, this environment will become more easy for this person feel isolate, I think. But if this person, even that this person work remote and live alone, if this person have the app to get out of their house, to go to the gym or other place, maybe you not feel isolate, But for people that don't get out, just stay at home and work remote, it's not good, because probably will feel isolate because are lost in this interaction, between people. So this is bad, but if someone that work remote can manage, can balance, this situation, I think never will feel isolated,
Yeah, yeah, I totally get your point, and I totally agree with you. I think there's some advantage and disadvantage. As you said in other answer, the person normally has more time because save time to take a bus and things like that, traffic. And if this person use this time to go out and to, I don't know, play sports with other people, interact with other people and visit some friends, and so it's different. I think I totally agree with you. I think it's important about the environment and the habits of the person. If work alone, at house, online, and just feel good like that, it's easier to become isolated. But if not, Depends of the person. I totally agree with you. Um, Guys, to finish the immersion, I will choose the last one. 12. In your opinion, is remote work good or bad for social life, and why? So, Luana, to resume this topic, what do you think? Remote work, online work, work at house is good or bad for social life, and why?
I think it's bad because I remember when I was working in Brazil, I almost every day I went to the tribunal to do some things because everything was physically, and I always talk with friends, talk with staffs of the tribunal. But now mm, we have to push for ourselves and to have discipline to have life apart the job, to have another activities, to have social life. It's not good, it's bad. It's bad.
Thank you. And you, Patricia, what do you think about?
So, in my opinion, remote work is very good. Uh, why? Because uh, it's more comfortable and more time in my family, with my family, my pets. Uh, it's it's better if me.
Thank you for your opinion. Iago, what do you think about the last one?
I would say that it depends because for me, I need to make an effort. I need to be aware that I need to go outside and see other people and do something. And I realized that it's not about exactly seeing other people, but it's related to being outside my house. There's this one day that I was feeling really stressed the whole week. And on a Friday night, me and my husband, we went to eat pastel at the square. It was awesome. My stress went away with that, with this little program that we did because it's not always related about seeing other people, but being out, it's nice. But of course, it's better if you see other people, if you socialize. We are social animals as humans, so we need to see other people. We need to interact. I think that with remote work, it might be a little bit harder, as I said before, but we need to make an effort to go outside, do some activity, see other people, do a little course, with other people to meet new friends, maybe. And I think that with remote work, it's more difficult to to make new friends. It's already hard to make new friends as an adult, but work remotely, I think that it's a little bit harder to make new friends too.
Very good point. I'm taking notes about this to create other topic. Uh, and we have to confess, it's impossible to be sad or stressed eating pastel in the square. So it's impossible. Um, and to finish, Juliano, let me know what you think about.
I think depends too, because we have the two sides. Maybe it's good because you will have more time, to enjoy your life, to enjoy your friends, your colleagues. So it's more good because you can have a better social life because you have more time, because remote work uh give this possibility, to save time. So maybe you can enjoy more. But if someone is a person that doesn't get out of his house, So it's impossible, you know, have a good social life because you don't get out of your house, So you have this side here. But if it's someone that, you know, manage the time, balance the time, it's totally possible. Have a good social life, enjoy this part of life. But if someone don't do it, is more interested in, think about this side, go to the office, work, because you can build and work at this side, social life, So can be good or can be bad, depends what you do.
Yeah, for sure. And about make friends, I think the people 30 plus, normally the unique way nowadays is to join a runner group because every 30 plus are running nowadays. And so this is the hobby for the adults nowadays to run. I'm thinking about to start to run because everybody start to run and maybe I can make friends there because it's impossible for adult life. It's almost impossible to make friends nowadays.
I think that running or riding a bicycle in my city, people ride a bicycle. There's a lot of groups that people who rides bicycle. It's nice. I don't like running, just to say.
Good, good, but it's good. It's almost good. Guys, we have the survey here. Please click in the survey. Let me know what you think about this immersion. If you want to suggest some topic, feel free to do that. So and help me to create topics for the immersion because for years creating topics every single week, it's hard. It's not easy. So feel free to help me. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much. And next week we are here. And Patricia, Morten invited to be here with us next week at the same time, same day. Okay. And guys, take care.
Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
guys.